Our question today is, how do I troubleshoot issues with my Cricut machine making unusual noises? This is the Creative Crafters podcast. Hi, I'm Bette from Bette's Makes, and this is your questions answered. Now, that is a really interesting question because you want to troubleshoot issues even if you are going to make a customer service call to Cricut. But first of all, let's talk about what noises are happening with your Cricut. Are they normal noises or are they unusual noises? So the first thing you want to do is identify the issue. Now, differentiate between the types of noises. Is it grinding? Is it squeaking? Is it clicking? And try to explain that each type of noise, and just put it down in writing exactly what you hear and approximately where you hear it coming from. So for the grinding noise, for example, turn off the Cricut and then, of course, inspect your blade and the housing to make sure there's nothing getting in the way, whether you have extra debris or there's something stuck underneath. You really have to check that. Clear away any of that debris or any foreign objects, then restart the Cricut and check to see if the noise still persists. If it does, then just check one more time. Now, if there's a squeaking noise, you can simply apply silicone lubricant to the machine's moving parts. I use, WD-40. And check the positioning of the blade and the housing in the carriage. Make sure it's in properly. And of course, consider replacing the blade if that clicking or squeaking persists. So there's a couple of things. So that's squeaking that's going on, but there's also clicking noises, and that can have something to do with the blade as well. And seating that blade in properly is really important. And replacing blades is an okay idea, but if it's making a clicking noise, it could be the blade housing itself. So you may want to consider replacing that. Now, if none of the things that you are doing are working, you can go ahead and seek further assistance, and I recommend reaching out to Cricut's customer support team for a more complex issue, and mention the things that you've done to make sure that you have done everything possible yourself to solve the problem. And Cricut's support team is really, really, really good at solving your problems. So this has been the Creative Crafters podcast and your questions answered.